Hello and welcome back to another iRacing video. Today we are in the F3 car at Mugello. We qualified P4, so that's a good qualifying. The SOF is a little bit lower than normal, but uh, we still can get some good points here. As the lights are going on, and away we go. Decent start. F3 is a little bit harder to get away from the starting point, but we are still good. If there is a car on our right, we are boxed in. So trying to get a move around the outside, but this car ahead of us is a little bit slow, so I need to back out. But we made it through safely, trying to get a little bit of a switchback move here, but not a really good exit. We do have a better one than the Prema on our right here. He makes a bit of a weird move there, but goes way too wide, so we have a move, trying to get up the inside and get the move done. So we are going on his inside. He's still on my inside, so I need to give him a little bit of room here. We have the inside again for the next corner, and we should be ahead, but he makes it the move stick around the outside. And there's an orange car behind us that also had a little bit of a move. He apologized for something, I don't know for what exactly. It was all fair. So right now we need to stay as close as possible to him, because P1 is already gone. Nobody is behind us, so we should be good from behind. Oh, he is closing in, so we might also have a look from the car from behind us. So we are tucking in behind him, trying to get the slipstream. Slipstream doesn't work as good in the F3 car than, for example, the Super Formulas. I'm trying to get as close as possible towards turn 1, but not close enough to try and make a move. Pace overall was pretty decent, so this podium should be possible. So we are still close enough. Taking this one in 4th gear, not really the gear you want to be in. So we lost a little bit of time through there. Goes into the gravel there, so that it's really lucky that he didn't lose it on the gravel. I made a mistake in practice as well. You can save it, but it's sometimes it will just go and then you're just a passenger. You need to hope that you're not going into the wall. That's already 2 laps done. We can also still see 2nd place. If we can pick up the pace a little bit more, then we might have a chance as well on P2. As the leader does a 40.3, we do a 41.0. Sector 2 is 4/10 off the pace, so we really need to step it up right now. If we go later into the lap, I made a little mistake here going onto the curb. I just couldn't do anything like steer into the corner or something like that. It just took me out, but no big time loss or anything. So we're still good. So we are going towards lap 6. The car behind us has catched up. Again, he is just 3/10 behind us. P2 and 3 are fighting, so let's hope this guy behind us is not going to fight us too much, because we can get P2 here. But he goes for the inside move here, so we need to defend him to the next corner, as they are colliding with each other. So we need to avoid the action here. This guy goes through into second place. So we did get P3, so that's a podium for us already, so that's good. But he is now in P2. We had a similar pace. As you can see, we are going around the outside here, trying to get the move done. We got the inside for the next corner, and we get it done. Need to defend for the next corner, because he might try and go around the outside here. But that's a good move from myself. Right now in P2. P1 is 8 seconds ahead of us, so yeah, we're not quite on his pace. He's about 4, 5 tenths quicker each lap. So if he doesn't make a mistake, we cannot get any closer to him. But we have a job to do and defend this second position. Let's try and get the gap a little bit bigger. But as we go on to the start-finish straight, he's still 2 tenths behind us, and he has loads of overspeed. The only thing I can do right now is just go for the inside. He tries to push me towards the grass here. I don't know why he does it, but it's a bit stupid in my opinion, but we still driving, and we're still ahead of him, so he didn't get any advantage out of it. But in my opinion, it was just a weird, stupid move. So going into the last lap, well, there's nothing that happened throughout the rest of the race, just driving my laps. As you can see, P1 still even a bigger gap than it was, already 10.5 seconds. So there was nothing really that I could do. He was a lot quicker than I was. They managed to get a 39.7, 39.8. So in the end, there was nothing that I could do really, because early in the race he was already gone. So maybe I should have tried to get some moves on earlier in the race. But still, P2 is a really good end result. Good for the Irating and for the safety rating as well. Just 3 incident points, a little bit more than I want, but it's better than having about 10 plus. And P3 is also 6.5 seconds behind us, so we are too slow for P1, too quick for the rest of the grid, and driving in no man's land. But we are going through the last corner and finishing the first race. In P2 here at Mugello. So overall, well, good result.
Great drive, that's a podium.
So let's see what we can achieve in the second race. So in race 2 we qualified a little bit lower than I wanted. The conditions were pretty weird. It's really hot outside, there's a lot of fog, but there was just no grip in qualifying. So let's see what we can do in the race. So we are having a decent start. Not the best, but also not the worst. We have a little bit of space in front of us and behind us, as we are going towards turn 1 a little bit early on the brakes. Let's hope that nobody collides, and they do in front of me, so I need to avoid it. Losing a few positions here, but we managed to get through safely. And right now trying the switchback move here. Almost lost it there, just got it out of the wall. That's a good save. There's another car going off into the gravel there. Need to watch out for them rejoining. We do get a few places back. This pink car is going a little bit too wide, so I try to have a move here up the inside. That's really where you want to be. If they turn in to the apex, then you're both done, as he does right now. So I had to back out a little bit. So that could end up worse than happened, luckily. So we need to make some moves early on in the race, because we are quite far down. He has a bad exit, trying to stay behind him here for a little bit of a tow, get him in the last corner. Going around the outside here, trying to make a switchback move. He's really slow, so I had to lift off and get onto the power again. A little bit later than I wanted, because this green car behind us has a really good launch on us.
Still there.
going for the inside, and I think he makes it
Hold your
just in
line.
time to get in front of me.
Right side's clear.
You cannot really see him. He's still on our inside. It was a little bit too deep into the corner, so I have to make the switchback move, and we get the place back. Now we can catch up with this group ahead, but the conditions were really weird. There was a lot of understeer, and sometimes understeer went into oversteer, so it was really fighting the car throughout this race. And I think everybody was, because the lap times were a lot lower than expected, especially because it's also a setup race. So you can find some time with a setup, but not always. Fixed is also sometimes a really good setup. But for the most time, driving above the 41s, as this guy just completely
Right side's clear. Clear
didn't
on your
brake
right.
and sent it into the back of
Clear
the
right.
other car there. So we did lose
Save our time. Come on, mate.
4
Take
seconds
position.
to that and 2 places, so we need
Car
to
right.
get these back
Still there.
first. So
Clear right.
this wasn't really the race I had hoped to, because we are
The leader has just done
quite far back
14.
down.
Car right.
And as you can hear, leader does a
Hold your line.
140, and that's
Still there. Right
not
side's
really
clear. The track temperature's
the lap
decreasing
time that
right
I
side.
was expecting. So I do a 144,
Still
of
there.
course.
Clear
Expected
right.
to be
Yellow.
at least in the 39s. But I couldn't drive that as well as I could in practice. So that was the annoying part about it. Practice was pretty decent, driving in the 39 mids.
Hold your line.
And then
Clear
just in the
left.
quali and race there was nothing left of that. So we are having a little bit of a difficult time with this guy. I thought I would be quicker than he was, but couldn't really get ahead of him. As we are skipping through the laps, we catch up with at that time P9. So right now it's P10, but he's a lot slower than we are. As you can see, the leader or second place does a 39.6. So they are doing the right lap times.
Still there.
Of course, the
Still there.
SOF strength of
Still
field
there.
is a little bit higher because there were
Right
less
side's clear.
people
That's your quickest lap in this session.
driving the session. So you are mixed up a lot more than when you got more people. With more people, it's a little bit more accurate on your Irating. But still, the lower people can be quicker than the higher Irating guys. We managed to get the move done for P10. So right now we need to catch up with P9. So we are going in the plus with our Irating, so that's already good. So we are not losing too much. As long as we finish inside the top 10, we should be good. So now on the start-finish straight of the 8th lap, we are going into lap 9.
10th position. We're at the
Having a
halfway
good
point.
slipstream
Rest
on
of
this
eight. 8 laps remaining on this tank.
this
Okay,
Intel car.
Martin, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
So let's see if we can make a move on him. I'm a lot quicker than he was, so that's this should be an easy overtake. But if he is good at defending, then we might have a hard time here. Going into my favorite part of the track here. He goes a little bit too wide. So again, I was thinking about an outside move, but he chose for the outside, so I go
Still there.
towards the
Clear
inside
left.
and get the move done. An easy overtake because it's quite quite hard to stay on the outside as we go off the track there a little bit.
Just cut the track.
7 incident points already.
Let's see how wide you can make this thing.
So right now we have a pretty big gap to P8. 3.5 seconds. But we still have almost half the race to go. A little bit less.
Pulling away from the guy behind.
So as you can see, after speeding things up, we couldn't really get any closer to him.
Last lap.
So as we go into the last lap, not really the lap times that I wanted to drive as well, 40.4, but almost 1 second slower than I was expecting to be. Or let's say half second to be realistic. Racing lap times, qualifying lap times would be about 39.56. So let's go half second up that, and then you will have your race time. But not quick enough to catch up with some other guys. Of course we were a bit unlucky with other people crashing and needed to avoid it. We did lost about 5 to 9 seconds only to that, but still way too slow to get a top 8. But as long as we're in the plus with Irating, then it's all good, because we need to get that back up. Start with 1800 this week, went back down again quite a lot, and right now we are back at 2k. I want, at the end of the season, I want to be at least at 2.5 to 3 the Irating, so we have a lot of work to do. need to get in those top 5s at least as we cross the line in P9,
Okay, it's over.
P2
Good
and a
drive.
P9, so not too bad, especially with these conditions, having a lot of understeer. So I am still quite happy with that, just finishing the race. So yeah, that's it again for this week of Formula cars. We had Super Formula and the F3, not the F4 this week. Maybe we will be back with that next week. And we keep on pushing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.